berhasil melawan Uruguay babak final Copa América 1999.
Brazil kick off. Rivaldo, first real thrust from Brazil here, and Rivaldo, who's been amongst the goals in the knockout phase in particular. It's a test of Carini's nerve as the ball bounced up. Haven't seen too much yet of Ronaldo, but he's played well there. Rivaldo. Around 5,000 fans have made the trek north to support Uruguay here in Asunción. Rivaldo.
Brazilian player, whenever he receives it, 2-3 players quickly surrounding him, making it very, very difficult. There's another example, but just obviously over robust on that occasion.
Far more than Brazil's.
Yeah, if you talk about a captain to lead by example, Cafu is a magnificent example, and Leonardo doesn't put the same amount of energy into a game.
Colombian referee, he's appreciating the desire from... Oh, the touch has taken it in from Rivaldo, so the free kick was very costly, and Rivaldo, a player you might expect to see. It's Brazil 1, Uruguay 0 in the 21st minute.
Yeah, the delivery's great. He did help it on exactly. That's all that was required. There was good enough pace in the ball, and he just got a touch in the head, and in it went. Rivaldo putting Brazil ahead, deservedly I would say, but the delivery is terrific there. Goalkeeper, no chance. He was stranded. Lovely head flick. Conceição's ball in, absolutely superb.
Look how deep Ronaldo's had to come. They do have the firepower. They certainly have the firepower. Rivaldo rounding off.
Superb ball in. Look at the way he goes round the defender there and chips it cheekily over the shoulder of the goalkeeper into the net. Oh, magnificent play by Rivaldo. 2 goals and he deserves them. I think the goalkeeper could have stood up more. Carini, young, inexperienced guy, could have given a bigger target to try to save it, but wonderful skill and a great finish.
The tournament, and hot favourites now to make it 12.
The control here and the movement are wonderful. He just noticed where the goalkeeper was. He was leaning slightly to the right, so he chipped it over his left shoulder.
Oh, a risk taken by Picun. Zé Roberto stole the ball from him. Rivaldo in on everything as well. And the flag goes up.
No, he'll be pushing folk out the way to get the hat-trick, I would assume. But that won't please Messrs Amoroso and Ronaldo, and I'm sure we'll see them trying to get on equal terms. And João Carlos and Antonio Carlos, absolutely excellent here. If Uruguay could pull something back, it would help us.
Well, it'll help the neutrals, but there are plenty of Brazilian fans watching this. The leading 2-0 at half-time. But here, well, they've got no extra game to worry about. And they just, with the Ronaldo situation, lost the plot completely.
And from the point of view of the spectacle, the sooner the better.
Oh, and Rivaldo, Cafu. Zé Roberto, waistline in Uruguay. They're not too keen on Passarella taking over, an Argentine. It's Rivaldo. Here's Ronaldo. The pass has just taken him a bit wide. Wants to get the cross in early.
On the corner kick, that's Flurkin. But Lembo missed it there because it was well headed clear by the Brazilian defender. The lone side hasn't pushed the two of them up together yet.
And Brazil could round it all off here. They go 3-0 and Ronaldo puts his trademark. He's got one here to go with the 2 of Rivaldo. And Ronaldo coming back to defend, and this time the sprint comes from Amoroso. They're galloping up in support. Well, that could have been a historic hat-trick for Rivaldo. But once it's lost in that part of the pitch, Brazil with... here comes the break again. Rivaldo. Last World Cup as well. Again had the accolade of being named in an all-star team here.
And that's certainly a unique occurrence, because they sit in and you hope to get back into the game and you lose a goal such as Ronaldo scored, you must feel really disappointed. And it'd be very disheartening for each of these players, because I'm sure they came out of the second half with a positive attitude, with a thought of getting something back, finish the game.
And you do sense they've got more in their locker, Brazil. Rivaldo with time to have a think, and maybe another thought as well, before releasing it to Ronaldo. And Magallanes certainly was the wrong side from Uruguay's point of view on the Rivaldo inside the last half hour. Rivaldo.
The Uruguayan side was, they pressed constantly. They're doing it a little now, but it was constant pressing. Now you can't do that for the whole match, and then you get tired and gaps open up in the second period.
Factor about Brazil that when there are no suspensions and no injuries, might have gone out. Not in the mind of the officials. Rivaldo, expert control from Ronaldo again. Rivaldo. Brazil got trying to beat Roberto Carlos by speed alone, and that's not an easy thing to do. In many ways, your heart goes out to Uruguay for the spirit they're showing here. You remember that match that Brazil were involved in against Chile, which had to be curtailed. So overtly worried.
Yeah, they say he's a laptop coach. He does a lot of work on the computer, but he's also a trackside coach.
Win the World Cup. Ronaldo! Oh, it's rolled wide, and given fair wind and fitness, that Ronaldo might go on to beat that. Teammates as well, but they haven't all perhaps had as many promising moments as Salieta has in this game. Amoroso, has it gone across the line? Not quite. De Roberto, and it's Amoroso unselfishly. Rivaldo, good stop by Carini. Vanderlei, Luxemburgo in particular. And Rivaldo. Brazil have kept hold of the Copa America. They have retained their South American title